Hi everyone, I'm Ferd and welcome to my video. Today I'm working on this Honda HRX 217 push mower. It's got all the bells and whistles on it. Really nice mower. And the problem that it's having is that it doesn't have the traction that it should have, and it's really hard to pull it backwards. So it's about 8 years old and it's about time to put a new belt on it. And I'm thinking that it has maybe something to do with that. Might be loaded up with a lot of dirt underneath, but let's flip this thing on the side, get everything off of it, look at the belt, and see if we can fix it. Enjoy the video. Okay, now it's a good idea to do it with a low tank of gas, and make sure that your oil dipstick is on this side of you, over here. If it's got a lot of gas, take the cap off, put a plastic grocery bag on there, and then screw it back down. And that'll help keep the gas pouring out of it. I'm going to shut the gas off to the carburetor, and we're just going to flip it up on its side. Just like that. We actually need to get up inside of here, so we're going to have to clean this grass off because there's a few bolts up in these holes right here that we're going to have to get off. So let me get this scraped up and cleaned up a little bit, and we'll start taking things off of it. Okay, got me a little extension on there because, man, these things are on there. Need some leverage. Here's one. These are number 14, by the way. Holy moly. Okay. There we go. Pull that off there out of the way. These are engine bolts. You don't want to take them all out or your engine will fall out. So be careful when you're taking these plates off. You need these two on the back off of it, but not the two up here in the front. Now with your adjustment on the mulch position on the back of the mower, you have to go up through the chute on the back side of it, and it's a number 10. And there's a nut on the other side of this right here. Okay, I got it. The nut fell down in there, but I'll get it here in a second. Here's our nut and washer that came off of that. It fell down in here. Now this thing, I'm just going to jiggle that off of there. It's got a little pin in here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the direction of it. Got that. Okay, this is going to be a number 12 on both sides. It's got a little clip up there, but I'm not too sure if that thing's going to spin on me or not. So I got as much as the wrench on it as I can. And once we get her loose, we should be able to get it out of there pretty easy. Up on top here, we got another bolt. We want to move this wheel all the way back as far as we can. This one's a number 10. There shouldn't be a nut on the other side. Oh, there's a little sleeve in there I got to get out. There it goes. We'll clean some of this mess up and be right back. Okay, next we're going to remove this spring. And these can be a little tough. That's a tight little spring there. So we got all the pressure off of that. And we gotta get this cable off of there. Got that one out of the way. Now up on this one, you got the same thing as you got here. We need to get that loose. To remove this next cable, you're probably going to have to relieve the tension off of this adjuster that you see here. Loosen it up and screw it in to its shortest point. There we go. Need to push back on this like that. I'm just going to pull the cable out like that. Slide it down. And once we get the cable off of it up here, we can just slide it off just like that. And then we've got access to the belt. This should slide right off of there now. That's going to fall off first. Set that over there with that. Wiggle our pulley off. Don't want to lose your keyway. Loosen up these two number 10s and remove the belt. Okay, let's put our new belt on it. We may have to loosen this up a little bit more because this new belt's pretty thick. We'll take this bottom one out. Okay, I got her in there. We got a spring right here. And it's going to hook up in here. You can see it hooked up there now on the bracket. There's two slots on the crankshaft for a keyway. There's one keyway and it goes in the slot closest to the end of the shaft. The long sleeve on the pulley faces towards the bottom of the shaft. Get it lined up and we'll slide our belt on. Move the transmission this way and put our cable back in place up in here. Now, if you're having trouble where this cable's too tight and you just can't pull it back far enough to hook it in, loosen this nut up that's butted up against this, run it all the way up, and then turn your adjuster all the way up to it like this. And you'll probably have to readjust this once you get the mower running again. As you can see, I've got it ran all the way up the threads. Now you should be able to pull that cable and lock it into that bracket back there. Fairly easy. It's in. Now we need to hook our cable up. And most likely it's going to be right in between your belt right here. You want to push it back under. You want it over top of the belt and coming in like this. So I'm going to put the cable in it like that. I've got it on the minimum setting up on the handlebar, so I'm going to go push it up to max and pull this cable back in so it doesn't fall back out. Okay, I got my spring. I got my wire with a little hook on it. Pair of channel locks. And you got to put a lot of might into it. And I want to get the hook of my wire on this side of that right there. Okay. Put my foot down on the bottom so I don't lift the whole mower up. And there we go. Any other way you try to do this, you'll be fighting that spring for a really long time. Got this little cone-shaped thing. It's going to go on with the cone part facing this way towards me. You got clutch material on this side. There's the shape for your cone. You got a spring in the middle. Don't try to put it on in 3 pieces. Put the whole thing together. And then we're just going to slide this on there. Get our bolt, crank her down. I'm ready to reinstall the plastic. This first piece can be a little stubborn, so you may have to tap on it around the bottom to get it to line up. Install the 2 bolts on the other side. This one goes in through the top with a sleeve and with the nut up through the bottom. Install the sleeve and the screw that's located behind the wheel. Install the pin and the lever that swings the mulch hatch. Next, install the mulch hatch. Install the carriage bolt, making sure to center it through the lever. From the inside, going in through the chute, install the nut. I've got these plates on. They're kind of like a puzzle. That holds this piece on. I'm going to use an impact wrench to tighten this bolt down here, because if you try to do it with a ratchet, the engine spins. Got my blades nice and sharp. You can see that one's nice and sharp. Now you do see a little bit of sanding on this side. That was on a flat belt sander, and that was because it was nicked, and it's hard to pull it across your grinder with those nicks on the bottom of it. So that's all that is right there. I don't sharpen these things from the bottom. Let's flip it over and see how she runs. We got our belt on, and there's a couple of things that you need to do before you're ready to mow grass. We need to break the belt in, and then we need to adjust it. Let me show you how we're going to do that. Okay, we want to set the rear of the mower up on some blocks, or in this case, I've got the old wheels off of it. We want to get the wheels off the ground in the back. We want to run this thing for about 5 minutes with the rear wheels engaged and turning. I'm going to start the mower up, and I'm going to show you what we need to do to adjust it from that point. Okay, my hands are not on the trigger. The wheels are not turning, but I've already got this one kind of fine-tuned in to where it needs to be. What you want to do is turn this out until you see these wheels turn down here. Right there. Now we can adjust it in. About 1 turn and they stop turning. But still, if you set the mower down and you try to pull it backwards, it's going to be real hard to pull. So from here, you need to find that place in this where you can take off and go and be able to pull the mower back without it being really hard to pull. Plus, you want it to be able to work in the minimum position on the switch up there. In this case, I had to turn it out 6 turns to right there. I squeeze the trigger. The wheels are in motion. I've got it in minimum. And the wheels are spinning in the minimum motion. And when I take it off of the blocks, it's really easy to pull backwards. And that's just where I want it to be. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good information out of it. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button on the way out and join my channel. Got a lot of videos up there and I got a lot more coming. Ring that notification bell. You'll get notified as soon as I put them up there. Remember, stay safe in the shop. Always wear your safety glasses. Have fun. Thank you for watching.